Well, good evening and Happy New Year, everyone. Michael, soothing here. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Myself, I have a few. I'll tell you later whether I succeeded with any of them. The first one is I'm going to grow back this mustache, see? So, some of you told me I should, and I agree. I feel naked without it. Sort of like those dreams where you are at work and you forgot to put on your clothes, right? Anyway, I'm going to look at the Via magazine tonight. Best places to go in 2019. See if I can get any ideas. Look, there's a bridge in Newport, I think it is. Newport. So, let's peruse through Via. I hate it when those loud cars go by. I'm not at my quiet house tonight. I'm at the other house. In a small city. Essential San Francisco. See? There's the Golden Gate Bridge. Let's see what else we have in here. Places to go. Don't wait for thieves to steal your identity. Have thieves ever stolen your identity? They did with mine once, with one of my credit cards. So I had to have it replaced. Trust the travel experts. Who are those? Reduce teens' driving risks, says there. I know a good way to reduce their driving risk. Don't let them drive. Or take away their cell phones. That would be a good way to reduce their driving. Of course, you could say the same about many adults. Sleep number bed. So far, we don't have any new destinations to visit. Does anyone out there have one of these? I'll bet it costs a bundle. I've never checked, but I found a mattress I really like, and it was a lot cheaper than a sleep number bed. Smart Life. 5 things to do now. When making resolutions. 5 things. When making resolutions, don't forget to include snuggles and sunshine. Those comforts plus a few important tasks. Let's see. Embrace your Huga. Winter is the season for Huga, the Danish word for the sensation of extreme coziness and deep contentment. Get in the spirit. Curl up with a soft blanket and a cup of tea. I'm going to have to ask Joanne if that's the correct pronunciation for this Danish word, because she happens to know Danish as well as Swedish. She's fluent in both those languages and in English and in Filipino. She used to tell me she was capable of flirting in 4 languages. Catch your rays. Catch rays. Cozy is good, but don't stay in all day. Go out. Yeah, we've been walking, so that's okay. Oh, I've gotten bored with this already. Let's move on. Hear better for only $299. What are they trying to tell me? I gotta spend $299 if I want to hear better? I don't think so. If I want to hear better, I'll just turn up the volume on the remote, okay? Sometimes, if you're a little hearing impaired, it can be an advantage because you don't always want to hear what your spouse has to say, right? Just kidding, guys. Melissa Hartwig, nutrition guru, it says there. Let's see what Melissa has to say. Salt Lake City author and social media star is changing the way that people eat. What's your favorite tip for trying to eat more nutritiously? She says, fat can actually be really good for you. In the 1990s, it was all about low-fat food and meal replacement shakes. But now we have paleo and whole foods. I like it when people eat a good variety of fats, nuts, seeds, even saturated fat like clarified butter. You wouldn't want butter that was not clarified because then it would be confusing butter. We need clarification of it. But the most important thing you can do to eating better is to learn to cook. Depends on what you're cooking, I think. But anyway, doesn't it seem like people reinvent this diet every year under a different name and then say, hey, high protein, low carb, it's good for you. I don't think we need to hear this from 187 new people acting like they just invented the concept. But anyway, I think it's probably good for diabetic types like myself. So I'll try that more frequently in 2019 and see. More identity theft ads. When are we going to get to the travel stuff? I just keep going through page after page of ads here. Child's car seat. More stuff about like Harbor Freight. Okay. Tools, yeah. I like tools, but how many pages do we have to go? Oh, finally. Road trip pleasures. Here we go. We got there finally. On the road, it says. That's a picture of Lake Sonoma in California, wine country, except they had a lot of fires there. So this might all be black now instead of green. Let's hope it's not. Spring Creek Bridge. Let's see what it says. Road trips offer us the chance to drop the baggage of daily busyness. Road trips can be kind of busy. To me, reading the map and imagining the sights along the way is the best part. Really. You could sit at home and do that at your kitchen table, though. So how can that be the best part of traveling? That's what it says there. You didn't believe me. I always prove to you. What else do they like for their road trip pleasures? I created, here's one down here. I'll read to you this one. I created a Spotify playlist for road trips, and when the family piles into the car, I put it on shuffle. It's got everything from Backstreet Boys to Frank Sinatra, and we sing it at all of it at the top of our lungs. That's a road trip pleasure. That sounds to me like road trip hell. If I have to listen to karaoke in the car with people singing at the top of their lungs and the windows rolled up, I think I'd go insane after about 1 or 2 minutes. So remind me to never go traveling with this person, Lyja Levis. Do you think that's a real name? Lyja Levis. I'm a pretty pacifistic, nonviolent person, but if I had to be in that car, I could be tempted toward a murderous rage, I think. When we headed to Zion National Park, the rangers told us, just turn left and you can see some arches. It wasn't on the itinerary, but we turned left anyway. Several road trips later, we like to see if something might be interesting. We always just turn left, and we're rewarded every time. Really? Well, now, if you were headed north on Highway 1 on the west coast and you just turned left to see something new, you would be looking at things at the bottom of the ocean. So it would be interesting, but not very advisable, right? So I'm not so sure about that advice in all situations. We always bring, the next person says, 2 folding chairs and a cooler of food for picnics along the way. We also pack a bag of books and leave them at the little free libraries that we pass. Do you pass a lot of little free libraries when you're on a road trip? Maybe you have to look for that on Google Maps. My family, the next one says, is on a 5,500-mile road trip. We make no reservations, so we're not tied to a schedule. We like to be able to take an extra day in a beautiful place or stop at an unexpected sign that promises hot springs up a short trail. Okay. Next page we have, the title of this next article is Groovy Beauties. I thought it was going to be about something else, but it looks like it's about hotels. Groovy Beauties. We need to get a little tapping in here. A little ear to ear. Oh no, my battery's going to run out. This is terrible because I have no backup battery. I'll be back tomorrow on New Year's Day to finish this up. But for now, I have to make it short and sweet. All right, everyone.